Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to give you guys an initial impressions on this Audi Q7 that I have rented out. This is a 2024, okay? So it's rented out. Now I don't know why this thing has New York plates because I rented it out in Pennsylvania. But, whatever, who cares? So that's the Audi Q7, okay? Quattro. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the outside. Now, that's my wife's Highlander right there. Same color, same shape. I mean, I can't tell the difference between these two cars from the outside. You know what I mean? They all look the same. Cars today all look the same, okay? So on the outside, nothing impressive, okay? I mean, from a distance, I couldn't tell which car is which. Okay? So let's go inside, and we're going to talk about basically the things that annoy me, okay? So first of all, I didn't, I wanted a pickup truck because that's what went into the auto shop. So that's what I really wanted, but they didn't have it. So so we're not gonna spend too much time talking about why this car really isn't a good match for me. I was covered in yesterday. I brought all the mud in here. They're gonna have a hell of a time cleaning this up. So, all right. So aside from the fact that this car is not a good match for me because I belong in a pickup truck, one of the things I'm gonna say, the number one thing that annoys me about this car, is this electronic gear shifter versus a never mind that I drove a stick shift for something like almost 30 years. But this one, it's not an actual, even though it's an automatic, like most automatics are like manual. This is electronic, okay? That's as far as that goes, okay? Now, we're going to come back to this because that's the most annoying thing here for me, okay? But as far as like the display here, okay? So it is all like 100% digital, okay? And I hate electronics. So unfortunately, that's the direction that the industry is moving in. So like right now with the engine off, right? You can see that, like there's no like needles there because everything is digital, okay? So everything is completely blank, okay? So this is like where the gauges are for normally your speed, tachometer, and a bunch of other shit that they give you. Actually, even the fuel gauge looks like it's digital. I mean, because I don't think there's a needle or anything there. But anyway, so this down here is where like the your air conditioning and heating system is, and this is like your camera, your backup camera, and all the other shit is there. Okay, so and now as far as the crap on the steering wheel, because a lot of times they put buttons and stuff in, I'm actually surprised that there aren't more buttons here because the tendency is to load the steering wheel up with buttons. My Tacoma, my 2023 Tacoma has more buttons here. Not that makes a difference. It's just annoying shit to me. But anyway, let's start this up. Now to start it, you gotta push the brake pedal, hit the start, and that's how this thing starts up. Now, one of the things I do like versus my Tacoma is that the steering wheel is more telescopic. It comes further out. I kind of wish that my Tacoma came out. Just, I mean, it's only a difference of maybe a couple of inches, maybe 4 inches. But I do like that the steering wheel comes out more, okay? So let's take a look at the display here. So again, like I said, everything is digital here. So if you hit the view button here, right, all that crap shrinks down and you're able to like scroll here. So one of the interesting things here, so they got sensors all around this car. So if I was driving, you would see a display of the car in front of you, the car to the sides of you, the lines on the road. Now, I thought that might be cool, like in bad weather and fog, if it actually could cut through the fog. But yeah, if there's any fog, yeah, you're not going to see shit there. It's not going to pick up anything. Oh, excuse me. Pause. So if there's any fog or anything, that's not going to show you any. Basically, you'll be able to look out the window better than what you're going to see through your the window wipers on here. Yeah, it's a crappy rainy day. Okay, so if you go, okay, so they give you hooks. It's hooked up to my phone. They give you some shit there, your music, gives you some emails there. Okay, so it is interesting. So over here, they can actually kind of show you a map. So that's interesting because if you come over here and you hit the navigation, you also see a map here. So you get two maps. Okay, so that's like interesting how this. So this over here kind of looks like a video game, like like when I was in college, like some 30 years ago, they had like these basic like airplane games that you would do. Right, I remember the names, but it kind of reminds me of that as you're driving, like you're kind of flying. So that's sort of interesting. So, so this is another display here. Now this was kind of similar to what I have in my Tacoma, not too different. And then down here is your climate control. So like if you want AC, you hit that. If you want it off, you hit that. So there's your climate control. So now one of the things that's annoying about this car, like super annoying, is that like if you're driving, you got this, like the engine at stoplights is going to shut off, and you are able to disengage it by hitting that button right there, that A, but there's no way to like permanently disengage it, and it really annoys the shit out of me, because what's going to happen is a lot of times I forget to disengage the auto off, and I don't give a shit if it saves gas. I don't want the engine shutting off. Okay, so the auto off is annoying, and the fact that I can't permanently turn it off is annoying, and this is like a reason alone why I would choose not to buy a car, because of this auto off shit. Okay, can't stand it. Okay. So yeah, every time I turn on the car, I remember to turn that off. And for people that think that that's going to save gas, I think it's just going to kill your starter. I'd rather burn a little bit more gas than kill the starter. The starter is going to be a lot more expensive to replace. Okay, so let's go to the number one annoying thing about this car: this electronic gear shifter. Okay, so not to shift. Let's say you go into. So here's the thing: like I'm trying to get into drive. How the fuck do I get into? There you go. So you gotta get into drive here, okay? So now I finally managed to get into drive, right? So the car will roll forward. Okay, so now if I want to go into reverse, and a lot of times, like if you're trying to like back up, it's like I'm fighting with this thing, trying to figure out where the fuck reverse is. Okay, so there's reverse. Okay, so when you go into reverse, you get your backup camera. Now, one of the things I find annoying with these cars is like, you should be able to keep the backup camera on like all the time if you wanted to, right? Because like right now with the rain, I mean the image, since it's there, the image that I see there is a lot more clear than the image I see in my rear view mirror. So I should be able to just keep that backup camera on all the time. Okay, so right now I'm in reverse. So let's go back to drive. So so it actually has a front camera. But again, you can't keep the front camera on. It's just on for a few seconds, and then it turns off. Okay, so it's got the front camera. So again, just going from, fine, where the fuck is reverse? There we go. Like I'm like fighting with this thing to go from one to the other. Okay, that time it went straight there. So this is super annoying, man. Super annoying. Okay, that time it went straight there. So here's the thing that's also annoying. So you do, there's a button here on the side you got to push. But here's the interesting, as far as park, the park on this is this button right here. So here's the thing. I mean, again, I drove stick shift for like 25 years. When I drive, I'm used to holding this shit here. Okay, so so here's the thing. What's to stop me from accidentally hitting this parking button? Right, like I just threw this thing at the park while it was like in drive and rolling forward. Okay, and the thing, and that's bad for your transmission. If this was my car, I wouldn't be doing that. So same thing here. Let's get back into reverse. So right now I got rear motion. So if I'm driving, right, and again, normally I drive here. So you push this button over here. Boom, there you go. I just threw it into park. This button over here is like so easy to hit, like. Now, I suspect that if you're going above a certain speed, the P is not going to engage, okay? But I don't know what's that speed. Is it 5 miles per hour? Is it 10 miles per hour? Is it 50? I don't know. But the way they have this P set up here with the parking, that is like way too easy for me to hit as I'm holding this and like fidgeting, and especially if I'm in traffic or somebody pisses me off while I'm driving and I'm smacking this shit around over here, like I normally do. this is way too easy to like throw into park, in my opinion. Okay, so parking brake is okay. Let's get you back in drive. Parking brake. Get up. Pull that up. Okay, I just got this into park. Now to disengage, you gotta hit the brake pedal. No, we're still in park. How the fuck you get out of park now? Okay, you got pushed down. Okay, it came off of park. All right, so yeah, so I wish I could keep that forward camera. So they got cameras all around this thing. So this is one of the interesting. Hold on, let's go to camera here. So no, that's the map mode. My wife going to the car. So they actually give you like a three. Nope, that's not it. They have like a 3D view on this thing. I think it's off here on the side. There you go. So they give you like a 3D view. They give you a couple of rear tire. What the fuck is this? Rear tire. So anyway, these things are like 3D over here. Yeah. So now it's showing me like the back of the car, and you can see the white car to the left. So it's actually, I don't like, how the hell did they do this thing over here? Anyway, not that important. I mean, it's not a make or break thing. So here's my main thing. Okay, let me try and get this thing back into park. Okay, so that's back in park. Let's get out of this mode over here. Camera, graphic, I don't know what the fuck that is. Just go back to, let's X out of there. Okay, so let's go to the home screen. Okay, so there's the home screen. Okay, so here's one of the things that I find annoying with these things. So here's they give you this display over here that has all this freaking information, but like, if you hit the navigation, it will show you like the navigation that's on your phone, because that's where this is getting the information right now. This is connected with Bluetooth to my phone. Why can't I get my screen, my phone screen, the entire thing as it is to appear here? Okay, now, because that would be really useful. Okay, so, and they're gonna say, oh, some safety bullshit, you're not supposed to be looking at your phone while you're driving. Well, let's talk about the reality of how people drive. You see this sweater over here? The reason that sweater is there is because that's where I rest my phone. Okay, when I drive and I stream my music or whatever I got playing on, the phone sits here. Okay, so now, instead of me, so now if I want to change the let's say whatever I'm playing on my phone, which is streaming to I gotta bring my eyes all the way down here and hit these buttons over here, okay, which is a hell of a lot distance than if I had it here and I can actually see out the window and I can push buttons here, because they got me pushing buttons here. I can push buttons up here and down here while I'm driving anyway, right? So if I can push buttons up over here, okay, why can't they give me my phone display up here so I can push those buttons up there instead of having to come all the way down here and push buttons over here while I'm driving, okay? And fuck safety, okay? This is not safety world. This is real world, okay? So anyway, this is the thing that annoys me. Like, if they're gonna put, like, I would be perfectly okay with like a 1970s car or truck, okay, that had like zero electronics. That would be like ideal. Okay, I wish the EPA wasn't shoving electronics and safety features down our throats, okay? But if this crap is going to be here, at least have it display my phone so I can work my phone from up here instead of having to go all the way down there, okay? So these are the things that are annoying about, like, this modern technology. It's like you can hook it up to your phone. It says it right there, phone, right? Right? So you can hook it up to your phone, but you can't actually have the display over here, okay? Right? And here's the thing, they pass all these stupid laws that say, like, you can't text and drive, okay? All that's done is, okay, from now, so now I see people doing this all the time, because, you know what, because I drive like a pickup truck, which is a little bit higher, so I can look down into the cars. So instead of people, like, texting up here, where cops can see how they're texting, everybody texts down here. They hold their phone down here, and they text from down here while they're driving, okay? So that's practical reality, okay? That's what people do. They text from down here, so the cop driving next to them or on the side of the road, they can't see them texting, okay? That's what people do. So if they're really interested in safety, bring it up here, okay? So people can text and phone and call and do all this shit that they're gonna do anyway from up here. That would make practical sense. So anyway, that's my Audi Q7 rant. There's no way I would buy this car. Now this, I think the base model is something like 60,000, which means with taxes and the shipping and all the bullshit that they add on, you're gonna end up paying like $75,000 for this. Now this car over here probably has the extra trim on it. So this car probably starts at like 75,000. So the bill's gonna probably run up to like 100,000, which is like stupid nonsense. I wish we could get like the cars and trucks that they sell like in Mexico and like in all these other countries, in Europe and Asia, that are like just like stripped down without electronic bullshit. Okay, so drop some comments below. Let me know what you think of my rant. But I hate modern cars and trucks. I like that tractor over there, right? My tractor over there, yeah, no, like very few electronics. It just runs basic. You start it, and it just goes. Okay, that's how I want cars. I want a car that's built like a tractor. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all soon.